Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and in a healthy situation. I am Ruksar Sayyed, your computer teacher. And first of all, before starting our first chapter of computer class 6, I want to welcome you in a class 6. So here is our chapter number 1, computer language. This chapter is from IT Beans. IT Beans book you already bought from stationery. So you have a first chapter in class 6 computer subject is computer language. I hope whatever I am going to explain you will be clear and you understand all the topics whatever I am going to explain you. So once again welcome back to class 6 and wish you a best of luck for your new journey of your new class standard. Okay, so let's begin with our first chapter. So here is a computer book page and you also have your computer textbook. Here is the first lesson, computer language. In this chapter, we are going to learn program and programming concept, machine language, assembly language, high level language, concept of interpreter and compiler, and fourth generation language. So let's begin with first topic. What is a language first of all? So language is a medium to express our views and feelings. It means what? If language is not medium, how can we express our views and feelings with others? Means that whatever the person speaking in whatever the language, another person who is hearing or listening, that person don't know that language, how the speaker, means who is speaking, who is expressing his or her views and ideas, can express his or her views and ideas with other person who is a listener? No. If both person know the same language, then only one person can express their views and their feelings, ideas, etc. So that's why here is written that language is a medium to express views and feelings. Okay? To communicate with just like that. To communicate with a computer, we need a language that a computer understands. In a fifth standard, already you all learned about that computer not understand all language. Computer only understand a binary language. Binary language means machine language. In this chapter only you will learn about it. But computer not understand our English language or any other language. It has its own language which is understand by computer. So to communicate with a computer means if we are working on a computer, communicate with a computer, we need a language that a computer understand. Means that which language computer can understand, we also have to learn it. Just like other languages we are learning in school like English, Hindi, Gujarati, right? To communicate with other persons. We are learning it now. Just like that, if you want to communicate with a computer, we need a language that a computer understands. Means for every action, computer has to be given instruction accordingly. And one more thing, computer is a machine. It means that it cannot work on its own. वो अपने आप work नहीं करेगा. We have to give instruction to computer and according our instruction, computer can work. Okay? So for that, a program. What is a program? So program is a set of instruction that tells the computer what to do. Means whatever the instruction we are going to give to computer, it is in the set of program. And what is a program? What is a program? Program is a set of instruction that tells the computer what to do. Okay? Now, what is the process of writing a specific instruction in a computer language? So, the process of writing specific instruction means whatever the set of instruction we are writing to tell computer means that program. And writing specific instruction in a computer language is called programming. Means the process of writing specific instruction means process of writing program in a computer language is called programming. Clear, everyone? Now, just like others institute and other firms have a specific rules, just like that each programming language has its own specific rules, and whenever we are developing that program, we must have to follow that specific rules of programming language. So the development of programming language has improved considerably with the ease and the ability of programmers to write powerful application program. If the programmer means who is writing a program, that programmer follow the specific rules of each programming language and the ability of a programmers to write powerful application program. So that's why programmer can write a powerful applications program. Clear, everyone? Now next is the development of computer language has been classified into 4 categories. How many categories? 4 categories. Okay. So here is a chart giving to you on your. You can see on your screen. There are 4 categories are divided for computer language. First one is machine language. Second is assembly language. Second is what? Assembly language. Third is high level language, and the fourth one is 4th generation language. So in this chapter we have to learn about 4 computer languages. First one is which one? Machine language, assembly language, high level language, and 4th generation language. So let's begin with first language is machine language. Okay. So what is a machine language? Machine language is first of all known as a first generation language. About the first generation of a computers you learn in a 5th standard. There are 5 computer generation. First generation computer, second generation computer, third generation computer, and 4th generation computer and 5th generation computer. So whatever the first generation computer were there can use machine language. Okay. So now we have to learn about what is a machine language and how it's work. So it is the only language that a computer understands. First thing you have to remember, we are going to learn about 4 languages: machine language, assembly language, high level language, and 4th generation language. But out of these all 4, computer can understand only and only which language? Machine language. Which language? Machine language. Okay. It is expressed in the binary form. Means binary form can understood by computer. And binary form means what? 0 and 1. Binary form means what? 0 and 1. Where 0 means off state and 1 means on state. Computer is an electronic machine. Okay. When we switch on, then only computer start. When we switch off, then only computer shut down. Okay, so on means one state and off means 0. Clear? So 0 and 1 is on this thing only computer can work. Computer machine language expressed in which form? Binary form. And binary form contains 0 and 1. 0 means off and 1 means on state. Clear this point? Okay. Now, what is a machine language and what are the advantages of each? So, machine language has the advantage of very high speed and very low memory utilization. It means what? Okay, machine language work on a high speed. It's work very fast. And low memory utilization means what? That in your computer system there is a memory which is used for storing data. So machine language program utilize very low memory. Clear everyone? Now, the disadvantage of machine language. So, understanding and learning machine language is a tough and time consuming process. Clear? It is very difficult to write and debug program written in machine language. Obviously, it is very tough and time consuming. Means what? It's take a lots of time to complete the program, and it is very difficult to write program and debug program. Debug program means what? If you are not follow the rules of that language, you will get error in program. And to solve that error, it means that process of solving that error, it means that debugging a program. So it is very difficult to write and debug program written in a machine language. This is the first disadvantage. Now, second disadvantage is it is extremely machine dependent. Machine dependent means what? That on the which computer system you start writing machine language program, suppose that your program is not over and your time is over. Okay, next day when you come and on that computer where you write your machine language program is busy with other person, and you think that I take that program and go on another computer and complete my program. But it is not work. It will not work. So it means that it is machine dependent. Machine dependent means what? That a machine language program written on one computer may or may not run on another computer. Okay? So it is called machine dependent. So it is depend on machine, that the one computer you see, you must have to complete the whole program. Means if it is taking the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many days, but on the same computer only you have to sit and complete your program. So it is called machine dependent. This is the second disadvantage. Why? Because if we want to complete our program and the computer is not free, then if we want to sit on other computer and complete that program, it will not possible, because that program will not run on other computer. So this is a disadvantage of machine language. Now, because of this, very few people opt for specialization. All people specialize in particular thing, like computer teacher specialized in computer only. Okay, means the computer teacher knows everything about a computer, related computer. Math teacher specialized in math, so she can teach to other students maths only, right? English teacher specialized in English, so she can teach you in English only, right? So that's way very few people specialized in machine language. Means what? That very few people learn machine language. Very few people learn machine language, means specialized in machine language. language. That is why machine language is also regarded as low level language. Very few people learn it, and there are so many disadvantages of machine language. That's why it is regarded as a low level language. Clear everyone? Now next. You can see here first generation computer on which machine language is working. Computer is not the same as the computer which we are working right now. It was very big and use so many space of your room. So that's why this first generation computer can use by only engineers and mathematicians and scientists. Clear everyone? Who can use this computer only? Engineers, mathematicians and scientists. It is not for the local peoples. Means like everybody have a computer right now, no, and everybody use the computers. That way this computer cannot used by all peoples. It was used by only and only mathematician, scientists and engineers only. Clear? So this is first generation computers. Now next language is assembly language, means it is a second language. Okay, so assembly language is regarded as a second generation language, means that it is used in a second generation computers. Clear? Now what is assembly language? This language uses mnemonic codes or symbol in place of 0 and 1. Machine language use 0 and 1, but assembly language use mnemonic codes or a symbol. Clear? Means what? That if the operation code for add means addition, is 0010. 0010 means binary में हम add को कैसे लिखेंगे? 0010. Is in a binary language, it can be directly written as add. इन अ असेंबली लैंग्वेज हमें बाइनरी कोड लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. वी राइट फॉर ऐड इन असेंबली लैंग्वेज ऐड ओनली, बट इट इज़ इन अ बाइनरी फॉर्म. हाउ वी रिटर्न ऐड एज अ 0010. 0010 मीन्स ऐड. क्लियर? Because assembly language use symbolic codes, hence it is easy to work with assembly language than a binary language, because we don't know that how add is 0010 done, how it comes. Okay, but if we have to write down in assembly language, directly we have to write down for add is add. Okay, so it is easy to work with assembly language than a binary language. Since a computer can understand only machine language, अब हमें सब स्टार्टिंग में ही मैंने बोला था that computer can understand only and only machine language. So assembly language program have to be converted into machine language. अब जब जैसे कि हमारी language in a personally, if the person who is speaking in Japanese and other person don't know the Japanese, okay, so both people have a translator person, okay, who know Japanese also and English also. If the Japanese person speak in Japan, Japanese person translator translate the Japanese language into English and tell to other person. Okay, whatever the English speaking person speak in English means give reply in English. At that time, English person's translator translate that reply into Japanese. Okay, that way, if we write in any language program, but in the end we have to convert that program into assembly language. What we have to do? We have to convert that program into machine language in the end. We have 4 languages, but computer understand only machine language. So that's why in any language you write down program, in the hand, you have to convert it into machine language. Clear everyone? So what is it and how we can do it? So into machine language, translate the program as a assembler. How we can do it? Translator programs known as assembler, which is developed to convert assembly language program into machine language. Translator program, what we have? We have a translator program known as assemblers, were developed to convert the assembly language program into machine language. So a program written in assembly language, main program which is written in assembly language, is called as source program. Okay, there is a two types of program. Then afterward we have one which is written in assembly language and second which is converted into machine language, right? So we have a two program. One is source program and second is object program. So what is the meaning of source program and what is the meaning of object program? A source program written in assembly language means main program जो हमने लिखा हुआ है assembly language में, it is called a source program. Whereas the program converted into machine language by which program? Assembler, is called object program or object code. तो ऑब्जेक्ट प्रोग्राम किसको बोलेंगे? जो प्रोग्राम कन्वर्ट हुआ है इन विच वन? मशीन लैंग्वेज. ओके, सो मशीन प्रोग्राम कन्वर्टेड इनटू मशीन लैंग्वेज बाय द असेंबलर. असेंबलर कौन है? ट्रांसलेटर प्रोग्राम है जो क्या करता है? ट्रांसलेट प्रोग्राम इनटू machine language. But which program only? Assembly language program. Okay, so program converted into machine language by the assembler is called object program or a object code. And source program means what? The program written in assembly language is called source program. Okay, like machine language, assembly language is also machine dependent. अब जो मैंने मशीन डिपेंडेंट का बताया कि मशीन लैंग्वेज मशीन डिपेंडेंट है, जस्ट लाइक दैट असेंबली लैंग्वेज इज ऑल्सो मशीन डिपेंडेंट एंड प्रोग्राम इन दिस लैंग्वेज इज क्वाइट टाइम कंज्यूमिंग. मीन्स प्रोग्रामिंग, जब हम प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं सो इट टेक्स लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम, मीन्स टाइम कंज्यूमिंग. दस इट इज़ ऑल्सो रिगार्डेड एज अ लो लेवल लैंग्वेज. ये सेकेंड लैंग्वेज आई जिसको हम लो लेवल लैंग्वेज बोलते हैं. क्यों? Because it is quite time consuming. That's why assembly language is called as a or regarded as a low level language. Clear everyone? So this is assembly language. Okay, now here is a fact file. In this picture you can see she is Lady Augusta Lovelace. She is a mathematician and is regarded as the first computer programmer. She only started writing program in a computer. So that's why she is known as the first programmer. What is the name of this person? Lady Ada Lovelace. She was the daughter of famous English poet Lord Byron, and she was a daughter of a famous English poet Lord Byron. This is just a fact file which you can understand with this chapter only. Clear? Now the third language. First two language which one? Machine language, and second one which one? Assembly language. Now the third language, which is known as high level language, and it is regarded as a third generation language. Means third generation computer can use this language. Clear everyone? Now the restriction in the uses of machine and assembly language prompted people to develop a language with the following features. Means there are so many restrictions in machine language and assembly language. So to overcome from this disadvantages, people develop a language with the following feature. Which feature? First one, simple and user friendly, which is very easy to learn for peoples, and language that is machine independent. you know very well that assembly language also machine dependent and machine language also machine dependent, but this high level language is machine independent. Independent means what? You may sit on one computer and write half program, on the next day you all can sit on other computer and complete that program, so it will work. So there is no restriction in a machine that on same computer you have to complete your machine language program. So that's why this high level language which was created, which is machine independent. Clear everyone? Now, owing the above mentioned feature, it became easy to learn and use the computer language. Okay, use of the computer language with the mentioned feature become easy to learn and use it. A large number of people then afterwards started writing program using the high level language. High level language is quite similar to the English language. Everybody knows English language. No need to use any code. No need to use binary language. Just use your English language and create a program. So obviously it is very easy for people to understand and learn and specialize in it, right? So that's why. So what are the example of this machine language? So machine language example is Basic, C, C++, Java, etc. are some of the very popular example of high level language. Clear everyone? These all languages are known as high level language. These all are the programs name. Basic, C, C++, Java, etc. In this all software, whenever you write down program, that all program known as high level language program. High level language program need to be translated into machine language by using the translator program. Whatever it is very easy, user friendly, machine independent, but in the end we all know that computer understand only and only machine language. So what we have to do in the end of the program? We have to translate this as a high level language program into machine language. By what? The translator program. There are two types of translator program, and that are two translator programs, interpreter and compiler. Okay, so interpreter and compiler about translator program we will learn in a next video. Okay, so till here I hope you all get my point, whatever I explained here. Okay, if you didn't get my point, you can ask me in a comment section. I will give you all solution of your problems. Okay, before switching off this video, I want to give you a fact file that you can see the picture of Locator Identifier Separation Protocol, LISP, was the first computer language for writing artificial intelligence, means robotics. It was created by John McCarthy. In the picture you can see he is John McCarthy, and he developed Locator Identifier Separation Protocol, LISP, which was used as the first computer language for writing artificial intelligence program. For which purpose? For artificial intelligence program. Okay, and in next picture you can see the person who is known as using the first time using the software terms. Okay, and he is the person only who used the term software for first time. Okay, and the person name is John W. Tukey. And in which year he started using the term software, means software word use करना कब से start किया था? In 1957. Okay, so his name is John W. Tukey, and he used first time software word in 1957. He started to use one software word in 1957. Okay, so here we are going to stop our today's video. I hope whatever I explain you get the points, all topics, all languages. There were 4 languages of computer: machine language, assembly language, high level language, and fourth one is 4th generation language. Okay, but out of these all 4, computer understand only and only machine language. It means that in any language you write down program, in the end we must have to translate that program into machine language. Clear everyone? I hope you all are stay safe at home and stay happy. Okay, eat healthy food and don't go out because of the current situation. So see you soon in next video with a new topic of the first chapter. Okay, bye everyone and see you soon. Allah Hafiz.